Hey yo guys, time for my WWE Judgment Day review. Judgment Day was last night from the Quest Center in Omaha, Nebraska. Gotta say overall the pay-per-view, one of the more disappointing WWE pay-per-views. I mean, it was a good show, but just two booking decisions really hurt the show in general. So anyways, let's just get to the review. Show started off with JBL versus John Cena, a weird match to start off the show. We haven't seen John Cena in the opening contest in a match since 2004, so it was a bit weird that they decided to throw this one, which actually, was a bit of a main program for the Raw brand, but whatever. This one was a slow match. I mean, JBL and Cena actually wrestled. They did like a catch cam style. I don't know why they do this mat work when we clearly knew a brawl type atmosphere would be a lot better. Even when you could see that JBL and Cena were throwing punches, the fans got into it more. They didn't really expect these guys to wrestle or really care for them to wrestle. One thing I will say that worked is when JBL worked on Cena's arm, Cena sold that thing like a motherfucker. I mean, he'd hit his, shoulder tackle, he'd sell it. I mean, even when the working was on it, and when he would hit offensive moves, that was... But still very slow, very slow paced. And, Cena got the FU win out of nowhere, which was... I don't know, it just hurt it. It just didn't seem right. A very slow star match there. Then we went to the WWE Tag Team Championship match. The Miz and John Morrison defended against Kane and CM Punk. This was a damn good match. A fun little match. Would have liked more time to have been given here, but still I was fine with what we got. Kane and CM Punk worked very well together. They did a nice double team move where Kane hit a backbreaker on Morrison and Punk came down with a knee drop. Punk did a tarantula/anaconda device, and he had a single anaconda vice on to Morrison, and then the finish came when, they were brawling on the floor, where Kane and Miz were, and Miz got chokeslammed on the floor, which led to Punk's distraction, and Morrison hit the Moonlight Drive, which was a good match overall. This was a fun little match. It was nice to see Punk, actually wrestle really hard. It was like 2004, Punk was in there. Kane did some good stuff, and not as offensive Crown was the tag team champs, but still they worked good, and the finish was kind of sloppy, but still it was a decent little match. It was fun. Like I said, it was fun. Then we went to Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels. This was easily matched. This was such a good match. The story was dumb, but this match was so good. We had Jericho working on HBK's ribs, and there was psychology on HBK working, I believe it was on Jericho's arm. So that was damn good. The two big spots in this match were HBK, he hit Sweet Chin Music on Jericho, who was on the apron and fell to the floor, and then Jericho was in, and he wanted to hit Sweet Chin Music again, did Michaels, but Jericho kept getting up so slow, like he'd tune up the band and be ready, and he just dropped down. So then out of nowhere, when that happened, for the third time, he hit Code Breaker for a big near fall. That was nice. There was a crippler crossface out of nowhere by Michaels, which was a very nice thing. This was just a damn good match here. I really thought it was match of the night. It wasn't even what their WrestleMania match was, but still, this was damn good. It was a great, nice addition to the card. And the roll-up came out of nowhere when Jericho was trying to apply the Walls of Jericho on, so, it looked nice. Jericho really can't get hurt by that finish there, so it was all good overall. Then we went to the triple threat match. Mickie James defended the women's title against Melina and Beth Phoenix. This one was short. I would have liked more time here. I like to start with Beth Phoenix telling Melina that she doesn't even belong here and she needs to get out. And then Mickie got a roll-up on Melina there, almost won the match there. And then obviously the big spot in this one was Beth Phoenix hitting the double Bruno Sammartino backbreaker on to both Mickie James and Beth and Melina, so that was pretty damn impressive. That was awesome. And then the finish came when Mickie hit the DDT on Melina to get the win in the title. So it was a good match. I would have liked to see it go a little longer, just simply for the fact that these gals are putting on a good match, and something that I didn't think would be that good considering it was a triple threat, and we didn't know how these would work together. But it proved they had the three best workers in the female division, or one of the three of the best workers in the female division working there. Then we had the World Heavyweight Championship match, Undertaker versus Edge. This one was another good match. These these guys always put good matches on. It's always slow at the start, but once that end starts happening, it's damn good. I mean, we had Taker go for a tombstone, and then Hawkins Ryder came out to distract and go for a last ride. He had a last ride and a choke slam in throwing Edge into the corner. Edge, he got a spear out of nowhere. Then there was all this drama because Edge had exposed the turnbuckle, and it looked like he was going to spear himself into the turnbuckle. He stopped. Taker hit Snake Eyes. That was all good and nice. They got to the floor. Taker and clothesline Edge over the barricade. They both came back to fight in the ringside, around ringside. Then Taker threw Edge into the guardrail. Taker got in before the count of 9 to win the vacant title. And then after the match, yeah, it hurt it because Vicky Guerrero came out to announce that only you can win a title on pinfall or submission, but really it's vacant, so countouts mean that the title does change hands. And it took Vicky for fucking ever to get this out. I mean, it did not sound good. It wasn't good. It hurt it now. I mean, yeah, it builds to another gimmick match, but do we really need to see? You could have just, I don't know, we just didn't need to have that finish. That finish really hurt this good match. If you had Taker win and then, you know, Edge say, this is my last chance in my match, a TLC match or something, only lost one time, so let's have that one ladder match, and you got lucky over Jeff Hardy, so something like that. And then we go to a match that they just added to fill some space because they didn't know how long the cage match was going to go. MVP versus Jeff Hardy. It was basically MVP saying that there's got to be someone on my level to take me on because I'm MVP and how could I be left off the card. Matt Hardy came out and, you know, he said that I know someone who can take you on, and it was his brother Jeff. This one was slow. Like matches, there was psychology in all of them. MVP kept working on Jeff's shoulder. And, I mean, he hit the big boot on the shoulder, knocking him to the floor. But really, the finish came when MVP went for the Yakuza kick, and he missed. Jeff Hardy hit the Whisper in the Wind to get the victory. And just a big filler match. Really, nothing happens there. And then we went to the main event, the WWE Championship match inside the steel cage. Triple H defends against Randy Orton. This one was pretty slow, not the best cage match. I would have loved to see some blood in this cage match. Or something along, like, we needed blood. I mean, there was a bit of drama towards the end, but not that much. It was just, cage match. I mean, it was a typical old school cage match where there was lots of climbing attempts. I mean, the blood thing really hurt it. I mean, we just knew it would happen. They brought a chair into, and you didn't have the cage grind you up, which I didn't like. Orton had a kick to Triple H's face, which was funny. Orton hit an elevated DDT for a near fall, and I don't like how they have pinfalls in this cage type match, but still, I guess I'm being a little overcritical there. And then the finish came when Triple H hit a pedigree after he got hit him in the head with the chair, so it wasn't that much of an exciting match. Overall, I'd say this pay-per-view is a thumbs in the middle. Not the best one, but I mean, there was not much I could complain about, other than the big disastrous booking on the finish to Edge and Undertaker, and, you know, the main event that I really didn't have anything going for himself. They just all of a sudden kind of threw a cage match out there for us to, you know, no avail. So anyways, that's it for me. I'm out. Peace.